Well, hello. Time to talk about the revolutions in 1989. These revolutions are going to be the thing that leads to the fall of communism in Eastern Europe. The first one we want to talk about is the Solidarity movement. Solidarność. Okay, I believe is how you pronounce that in Polish. If you know how to pronounce that in Polish, please comment it down below. This is a movement led by Lech Walesa, who is this man you can see right here. And this movement of individuals, Polish citizens, coming together for the creation of a unified Poland. Okay, this is going to be that first kind of thing where the Soviets realize there are problems happening. They try to step in and they cannot intervene and stop this from happening. This revolution is going to spread from Poland down to Hungary and beyond. It's going to spread all throughout Eastern Europe, causing these communist countries to fall. We need to talk about the fall of the Berlin Wall. Now, the Berlin Wall was a wall that is used to separate communist Berlin from capitalist Berlin. Remember the problem we talked about earlier in this unit about Berlin, being located in East Germany. However, it's got a West Berlin, which is capitalist, and an East Berlin, which is communist. This wall is going to separate the two. Now, these revolutions going on in Eastern Europe are putting a lot of pressure on East Germany, particularly within East Berlin, to tear down this wall. We're going to be talking about what to do, trying to find a way of easing restrictions, maybe allowing people to pass back and forth between East and West Germany a little bit more freely. And this is where we get the man, Günter Schabowski. Okay, he is an East German Communist Party official. And as what's going to happen is the communist officials are discussing a plan to open up the Berlin Wall. They write this down on a piece of paper and give it off to Schabowski right through here. He is not told anything else. He reads the note, accidentally announces upon the radio that the wall is open now. Now, the communist officials in East Germany and East Berlin were not ready for this at all. The people hear this, they immediately swarm to the wall. The wall is torn down, and that pretty much is the end of East Germany and the end of East Berlin. Now, lastly, we need to talk about the fall of the USSR. So, first and foremost, Boris Yeltsin is going to play a large role in that. You can see his picture right there. There are a number of economic problems present in the Soviet Union, and these problems have been going on since the mid-1980s. Okay, Gorbachev comes in 1985, implements the policies of perestroika and glasnost as a way of attempting to reform these issues. However, they are not getting better. Things are getting worse. The Allied states make up the Soviet Union are starting to break apart. The Eastern European communist bloc has started to fall. You've got former Soviet countries starting to break apart as well. Azerbaijan, Georgia, Kazakhstan, you have these countries breaking apart, and the Soviet Union is beginning to crumble. Then, in about June of 1991, there are going to be democratic elections held in Russia. The Russian people are going to elect Boris Yeltsin president of the Russian Federation. Now, they're still within the Soviet Union at this time. However, there are elections being held just for Russia, trying to form a different government in Russia. Then, in August of 1991, there is a coup attempt by senior Soviet officials. Gorbachev is placed on house arrest, the vice premier, the second person in charge. They're trying to take over authority, take over the Soviet Union, and basically stop this breakup and keep the country going. However, that coup attempt is going to fail dramatically. Gorbachev stays in power. And then on December 25th, 1991, Gorbachev resigns from office. He abolishes the office. He gives all power, gives the nuclear codes over to Boris Yeltsin. The very next day is the first day of Russia. The Soviet Union is no more. At this point, the United States of America officially wins the Cold War because if they lasted longer than the Soviet Union, they're the ones with power. That is all for this unit. If you have questions, comments, anything like that, please put it in the comment section down below. Otherwise, I will see you later. Good luck.